This week, we're going to be talking about three big words, and I want to tell you what they are before we start learning about them. We're going to be learning about the word length. The word length means how long an object is. We're going to be talking about capacity. Capacity means how much a container can hold. And then we're going to talk about weight, and we're going to think about how heavy an object is. Okay, so these are three words that you're going to need to know this week. If you forget, you can come back and you can watch this video again. All right, I want to talk about one other thing before we get into our lessons this week that you need to know. In first grade, we learn about non-standard measurement. In second grade, you'll be talking more about standard measurement. So this week, we're going to be talking about non-standard measurement, but I want to show you the difference. What's the difference between non-standard and standard measurement? So when we talk about non-standard measurement, we talk about maybe we can measure things with buttons, like how many buttons long something is. Or we could use dice. How many dice long is something? We could measure with paper clips. One of your activities later is to measure using feet, different shoe sizes. So you're going to use that. So that's non-standard measurement. This little cup, when we're measuring capacity, this is a non-standard measurement because it doesn't have any numbers on it, okay? So you're going to use this as a non-standard. But then when we talk about standard measurement, we use things like, this says a tablespoon. So all tablespoons are the same. So we would use that. That would be a standard measurement. I have a third of a cup, and it says it right on the handle. 1/3 cup. When I cook things, I use this. This is standard measurement. And then when I am measuring, sometimes I need to get out my toolbox and I use this tape measure, and I will measure using inches. So this is maybe you have a tape measure at your house. When I'm sewing, sometimes I have to use this measurement tool, and this is called a measuring tape. And you'll notice 2 inches on this and 2 inches on this. They're exactly the same. If we were in our classroom, we would get out our ruler, and our ruler is also, notice 2 inches on the ruler, 2 inches on the measuring tape, and 2 inches on the tape measure. They're all the same. So standard means all the measurements are going to be exactly the same. Here's some words you might hear with standard measurement, like an inch, a tablespoon, a cup. Here's a cup. So if I wanted to use a cup of something, I would find a measuring a tool that said 1 cup. A mile, like how many miles, how many pounds something weighs. You might measure a foot or in feet if it's more than 1 foot, or you might measure with a tablespoon. So this is important. These are important words that we're going to learn about this week. Like I said, in first grade, we focus on non-standard measurement. In second grade, you'll get to talk more about standard measurement.